Hello to all my beautiful purple roses. This is Jessica with the Purple Rose Movement. I wanted to come on here this it's night for me right now. Um, and I'm in my prayer closet. So I was meditating on the things that God has spoken to me about, the things that have been confirmed by other godly counsel. And one thing God has been laying on my heart is, what is my purpose? Are you following your purpose? Are you walking in your purpose? Are you working towards understanding what your purpose is? And these are questions that I always ask myself. So I want to share them with you because I think it is important for all of our royal roses to continue to blossom and be very vibrant out there, living for Christ and understanding what your purpose is. So I know there's plenty of videos and different people that talk about this, but I truly believe, and I'm following instructions to the capacity that I'm at right now. I can make videos, and I am definitely being called to talk to people in person now, which is so out of my comfort zone. But you know what? God is stretching me. He's molding me. He is shaping me. He's just cultivating me for my purpose and to live in a bigger means of my purpose. So I'm excited about it, and I'm gonna find me some accountability partners so I can make sure I get out there and do what I need to do to live in my purpose. It's critical that you live in your purpose and on purpose. So, without further ado, like I said, we're talking about purpose. So, first question I always ask myself is, what is my purpose? And that was what I've asked myself for years, and now God is really confirming that. And for me, my definition, and this is for me what God has revealed to me, my purpose is that task, that assignment, my duty, and my passion. The thing that I just, when you think about it, it's like that thing that you just love to do, and you can do it in a way that is so pleasing to God. It just makes your heart warm, and it services others, and it helps others grow, or it services. And when I say grow, like for example, if your purpose is to be a chef, um, it is a service to others, and you can probably feed the homeless. You can help people that would like to learn how to cook. You can prepare women that don't know how to cook to learn how to cook for their children and their husband. Like, it's so many things that you can do with your purpose, and to help people grow. And my purpose, for example, is helping women that have been through situations that are unfortunate, such as abuse, trauma, and maybe just not understanding how to connect with their children, um, trying to find a job, learn how to be more professional, and just cultivating women that have been broken and giving them steps to get back on the right track, with God being in the middle of all of that. So, the purpose, going back to that, is something that God has placed in your heart that you're on fire for. Um, when you just have a passion for it and you want to do it, and you know that God has put that in your heart because that's all you think about, and you would do it for free. You enjoy doing it. So that's the purpose. That's what God has spoken to me about what purpose, the definition of purpose is. And other people may be different. So, moving forward, how do you find your purpose? My definition of how you find your purpose is you live life, and everything that God allows you to go through, you take every golden nugget out of that. You are waiting for God to give you the instructions and show you where you went wrong. You are submissive enough to God, and very submissive to God, period. But you are in a submissive state of mind to where when something happens and you didn't respond the right way, or things could have been different, or you thought you made the right decision, but maybe you didn't, or maybe you did make the right decision, but it's not going your way, and it's so many things to learn out of that. And God is, every time when you get on your knees and you pray, because that's key, and ask God for guidance and connect with Him, keep your relationship strong with Him, He will show you exactly what it is that you need to learn in that season so that He can prepare you to walk in your purpose. Now, your purpose at the beginning, when you don't really know what the bigger picture is, could be just to encourage somebody at work, or it could be to give somebody some money that is in need. It could be to pray for others, just and that is so powerful, to pray for others, intercede in prayer for others. And you may feel like, well, that's not what, where's that big purpose at, the blueprint of something huge. And the truth is, because you're finding your purpose, there are small purposes that will lead you to that larger purpose. So that's another thing that I ask myself, and I'm continuously growing in, because He's leading me to see certain things about myself first, and then also things about other people where you thought that things or the people needed to be involved, or maybe you didn't look at somebody, or you didn't look at an opportunity, and God is telling you to circle back, but He has to take you through some things. So when you get to that blessing, or when you get to that part of your purpose and assignment, you know how to operate and you can appreciate it. So another question is, what cultivates your purpose? Going back to what I just said, those challenges in life, those hard times, the tears, the times where you just feel like maybe you're not 100% sure and you just feel lost. But there's always something in the challenge, always something in your experiences that grows you and it molds you. God is molding you, refining you. And because He's doing that, you you will be able to walk in your purpose better. And when He finally gifts you with the bigger assignment and the bigger part of your purpose, you will be able to do it, and you will be more effective. You will reach more people. You will be able to understand and translate what it is God is telling you to tell a person, because you have been cultivated. And your purpose has been cultivated through your experiences. And this is a given. I ask myself, because I used to think it was all about me, honestly. And God is working on me about that, especially in conversations, because I don't want everything like, you ever had a conversation and then you find yourself making it about you, or saying something like, yeah, I did this. And, oh, yeah, I remember that time when or me. So God is definitely dealing with me about that. And I am working on that. And I'm putting myself out there, because that's me learning how to be in my purpose more, which requires me to pay attention to what I'm doing wrong. And that's God speaking to me and showing me these things. But what is, or who is your purpose for, is for God, to glorify God and to service and be of service to others. You are going to find joy and satisfaction out of it, because you are doing and being obedient, and God is going to bless you in different ways, whether it just, even internally you'll feel blessed because you're walking in your purpose. But the purpose is solely for God and his kingdom, and to establish his kingdom, to get people to know who God is, to show that to others, and then also for the people that you are actually servicing and called to service. Um, the last thing is, what are examples of a purpose? Now, like I said, I'm here to assist women that need to remove themselves out of toxic, godless, stronghold situations, and slowly just encourage them and use my testimony to help them understand how to move forward, and along with resources and things of that nature. So that is my purpose. But another purpose could be a pastor, or a hairstylist. You know, you might have that gift, and people may go to you, and you may make people. You ever seen those videos where a woman is sitting there in a chair, and then her hair is looking like, like she's been depressed or been through some things, and then she goes to a hairstylist and she looks at the finishing product and she begins to cry? That person, whoever the hairstylist is walking in their purpose. It made that woman feel better about herself. And with that and some encouraging words and prayer, because it's from the internal all the way to the external. When you combine all of that, because we're not fleshly, but at the same time, you want to feel good about yourself, and God wants you to feel good about yourself. God doesn't want you to represent him in a subpar way. So you want to feel good about yourself, and you want others to feel good about themselves. And you may have that purpose and that gift to help people externally represent themselves, and be more uh, like have better fashion sense. All of that is a part of somebody's purpose. Another purpose could be like working with children, or being a therapist, a life coach. All of those things, like everything that you can think of that glorifies God, because we're talking about purposes, godly purposes, God-given purposes, and living on purpose for God. Those are the things that could be different purposes. Um, Discipleship, music ministry, but all of those things. I just wanted to kind of break that down, because I think it is important that we live on purpose, that we understand what our purpose is. And if God is giving you a different example or a different definition, I'm not that could be exactly what he wants you to see. It could be different for others. The main purpose here is to glorify God in all that we do. So I just want my beautiful purple roses to remember to live on purpose, to be intentional about everything, so that you can get to the bigger promises of the purpose. And remember, we're just going to take ourselves out of the equation, or just put it last. We somewhere down there on the totem pole, because we're putting God first, and then we are servicing others. And even when it feels like you have nothing to give, you really do, because you could bless somebody with a smile, just because you are living in your purpose, or just because you are living in alignment with God, what God is calling you to do. That person may see you do even the smallest things, and do it just with such a smile and shining such a light that they want to do the same thing. So I just wanted to encourage my purple roses to have a purposeful and meaningful day. Continue to stay close to God. Continue to pray. If God is calling you to fast, continue to fast. Make sure you are drinking your water, because water is important for the body. And if God's telling you to get up and exercise, then you need to do that too. And I'm talking to myself and whoever else needs to hear that. So continue to blossom, be the royal rose that you are, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I love you and thank you for watching.